What's up, guys? Spotter here. We're playing some Boom Beach, and I changed up my army again. We're going with the mixed configuration. We got Heavies, we got Riflemen, and we have Zookas. I'm actually recording this, or recording my commentary, after recording this video because I kind of goofed. I didn't hit record when I did like 8 minutes of commentary and I didn't record. So yeah, we're running level 11 Riflemen, level 11 Heavies, and level 10 Zookas. Fully upgraded to Armory level 10. We're at Armory level 11, HQ13 here, and you can see I have my first two boats. Always the first two are going to be the Heavies, the second two, the Riflemen, and the last two, the Zookas. So we're going to attack a multiplayer base, and then after this, we're going to take a look at, I think, oh, hey, actually, let's take a look at Hammerman's HQ. We're going to take a look at a resource base afterwards, okay? So this is Hammerman's HQ level 40, and check out these super mortars. Are you kidding me? 10,000 health, 250 damage per second. As a comparison, we're going to take a look at our mortars, level 11 mortars, 4,600 health and 34 damage per second. So those super mortars are going to kill us. We're going to die. We're going to die. And I'm thinking, I don't know. I think what I want to do is wait until we're fully upgraded here at HQ13, like our troops are more fully upgraded, and then attack Hammerman's base. So we're looking for a base to attack here, and I want to try and attack a low-level base if we can, and preferably one that has a few resources in it. Some of these bases I'll probably end up just finding new opponents because they don't have a lot of resources or a lot of gold. So this looks like an interesting base. And I'm looking around here, and it's like, okay, I see all the mines. Well, where are the boom mines? Where are the boom? Oh, check them out. Look at that. That is sneaky. They are very, very difficult to see behind the statues, are they not? I wonder if anyone would actually get tripped up on that and try and run their troops through the boom mines. That's interesting. But no. Anyways, we're going to try and keep our troops, I think, tight to the right-hand side and pretty much take out almost everything in this base on our way to the HQ with our army. We can avoid those mines, and we can use our flare to try and keep them tight to that right-hand side. I'm probably going to drop down a couple of barrages here just to soften up the defenses before we get to them. It's just going to make things go a little bit more quickly. I'm going to bring in the troops first, and then we're going to drop them in. Drop the flare over on the right-hand side. Just, again, if you don't do that, they're going to tend to sort of spread out a little bit, and they may end up going right into those mines and taking some damage. So here we go. Our troops are up there, and they sort of stopped at the flare, and then after that first building was destroyed, moved up. And that's good, because if they were all in the same spot, those mortars may have taken out some of our Zookas. So we got the Heavies up front, taking the brunt of the damage. Going to drop down a med kit. Probably could have dropped it a little bit further ahead. We can probably shock bomb some of these defenses right there, and just maybe another med kit if I can on those units that are taking a lot of the damage from the flamethrower, and another med kit over on the left-hand side. Again, I'm dropping them a little bit too far back. I should be anticipating their movement a little bit more, so drop them a little bit farther in front. We still got that boom cannon in the very back. I'm going to use artillery to take that out, and then drop our troops back towards the HQ. I mean, there's not too much left, but there's that flamethrower at the back left. There's no reason to have our troops just wander into the path of that flamethrower and end up losing troops when we don't have to. So it was a successful raid. We lost 3 Heavies and 5 Riflemen, and none of our Zookas were destroyed or damaged or killed. I mean, they're probably damaged, but not killed. And that's what you want. You know, that's why you have the Heavies and the Riflemen up there. The Heavies obviously going to take a lot of damage. The Riflemen are going to sit a little bit behind. But, you know, if you lose your Heavies, the Riflemen are a good meat shield, especially for cannons and boom cannons, because the fire rate isn't as high. Yeah, you're going to get a Rifleman get taken out by a boom cannon straight off, but there's 30 of them or 32 of them, right? So it's going to take a while for that boom cannon to get through all your Riflemen, and that gives you time for your Zookas. So I'm just going to create some statues here. These idols, I don't usually put idols down. They have to be guardians. You know, typically the second or third level guardian or masterpiece before I put them down. And I'm a little ways away from having enough of the gems or whatever to get a guardian or a masterpiece. Yeah. All right. So cool. The next thing we're gonna do, like I said, I was gonna look at another multiplayer base, but there are a couple of resource bases that I don't have. These are the only two resource bases that I don't have. And looking at this one is not really suited for my army. We have all these rocket launchers. There are 6 rocket launchers there, and MGs. I think an all-tank army would be better suited for this base, in my opinion. Just bringing in my troops, I'm just afraid that those rocket launchers will end up taking out my Zookas, and most of my army would end up getting wiped out by the time I was able to get to the HQ. Well, I guess it's not technically an HQ, but to get to there and take it out. Plus, this guy's got additional health on the building, so. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't tried it. My initial feeling, though, is that my army isn't suited for it. And we'll see. Maybe we'll retrain a tank army once we level up again. Now, this is more like it. This guy has most of his defenses clustered up. They're not touching. They're not necessarily touching each other, but they're in very, very close proximity, which is great when you want to send in some barrages and or some shock bombs. So I think this is going to be the one we attack when we come back, and we will do that. We just have to wait for our army to reinforce, and we will return. All right, guys, we're back here live, and my bad for not recording the live portion for that last multiplayer attack. So let's attack this guy, and I think we'll drop down a couple of barrages. I think, yeah, barrage here, barrage over there, soften them up. We'll bring our forces in right here, and we'll get some shock bombs ready. Shock bomb, we can shock bomb. No, it goes to 12, doesn't it? We'll shock bomb those guys first, and then as soon as that guy is destroyed, we'll shock bomb this other side. If we can. There we go. Probably should have shock bombed over on the left side again, but that's okay. We're gonna throw some health down on these guys because they are taking some hits from that, that rocket launcher at the back. So we're gonna throw down some more health right there. And if I had some flares, I'd flare them up on the basically the HQ, or what is the HQ. But they seem to be going at it anyway. And it looks like our meat shield is working. We had some guys on the left-hand side go up that left-hand side. Unfortunately, they got taken out. They weren't behind the meat shield that are the heavies. We lost the heavies, but they did their job, right? The heavies' job is to take the brunt of the damage and allow our Zookas to go to work. We didn't lose a single Zooka, and they were able to take out, I guess it's not technically a headquarters, it's an outpost, but yeah, definitely an easy attack. And I think, what you can do here too, and don't forget, guys, if you have trees on your resource bases, you can definitely get rid of them. I mean, you can use gold to get wood from the trees. But I want to reconfigure this base because it's kind of laid out pretty badly. I want to get the mortars in around the back of the outpost. Get this guy out of here. We'll move the flamethrowers. Like, the flamethrowers basically did nothing, right? They're too far back, in my opinion. So we're going to get this guy. Let's put him right about there. Actually, we can probably move him forward a little bit. Let's make some room here. So just reconfiguring defenses on a resource base, and we've never done this before, at least in a video format. So it's actually going to be a good exercise. So we're going to get the boom cannons fairly close. We'll get the... Actually, we want to move the mortars a little bit closer. Right there. And right there. So they actually are doing some damage. Okay. When the troops get close. Then our boom cannons have pretty long range. So we're going to drop some boom cannons right here. They put some snipers. Put a sniper over there on the side. Sniper over here on the side. And then the guy in the middle. And then arrange our cannons. Again, I'm trying to go for... And this base could get routed around the back. But it's not very likely that will happen. So bring in our cannons here. Try not to have any of your defenses touching the MG, and then maybe a flamethrower here and a flamethrower here. I don't know. I mean, it's not bad. It's not necessarily the best configuration, but you know, like these guys can travel up this right-hand side possibly to take some of these defenses out. But it's definitely better than it was. The defenses aren't as congregated as they were. And maybe even move this rocket launcher up a little bit. So we'll just leave it like that and see what happens if we lose it. I mean, the risk is also when you're upgrading or moving around the bases is that if it gets taken back, then it's just that much more difficult for you to take it back the next time. So there's a bit of a trade-off between reconfiguring your resource base or just leaving it the way it was, all right? So I think that's it for today. We had the multiplayer attack with our mixed army, and we had a nice resource-based attack, getting those resources back. We still have one left, but take a look at this one. It's only level 34. We already did take a look at it, but like I said, I think I'll do a tank army, or next time I do tanks, when I upgrade them, then I'll go and take this resource base back. Okay, guys, that's it for now. If there's anything specific you guys want to see, let me know. I may just do like an all-heavy. Well, I've done all-heavy raids before, but those are more suited for Blackguard bases, in my opinion. And all riflemen just suck. So I'm not sure. All Zookas are not going to be that great either. So I don't really see much benefit in running armies strictly with those troops. But let me know if you guys do want to see something different, and we'll definitely look at doing that for you guys. Okay, so we'll catch you next time, guys. For Boom Beach, I'm Spotter, and I'm out.